Everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me. For those who are new, my name is Milu. I was born clairvoyant, which means I don't use any tools to read. I am also a psychic and a medium. Thank you, Cappy's mom, Linda. I believe I saw you. I don't know if Greta is here, and Pat. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your help. I may not be able to stay the full half hour today because I made a mistake. They were supposed to do something in my apartment, and I didn't realize it was today. I thought it was last week. In any event, the first thing I feel like mentioning is Trump's big lie, saying that he's taking that drug. I believe it's for malaria or something. No, not for malaria. I'm sorry. I forget what it is for. Chloroquine, whatever the name of it is. I don't believe it's true. I feel if he was taking that drug, people in the White House would have said so last week or before when he started taking it. I mean, the minute I read it, it didn't resonate with me. It felt like it was a lie. So I feel like saying, I don't feel anyone, not even the doctor in the White House, when I talked with them, I don't even think they knew this was going on. Or that Trump was going to, first of all, tell the lie and be audacious enough to say something like that. And they all had to scramble, basically, to put out messages or whatever it is they had to do in order for them to be able to corroborate, to shed the truth a little bit. And I was listening to some people talking in the news, the way they were talking about, it's like Trump basically trying to make things up. And the doctor did not say exactly whether he was taking the drug or not. So, and it didn't resonate with me at all. Having said that, I feel like saying it's a lie. It's a big lie. And the other situation I feel that's going on is Pompeo. I feel Pompeo is in bigger trouble than we think. There is a lot more going on behind the scenes. And something with Trump, I know it's probably early for me to be saying this, but for some reason I feel psychologically Trump is defeated. I've said that before, I believe last year, and now I am more sure that he is. So I feel like saying behind the scenes, when I touch with Trump, when he's behind the scenes, I see someone who's sitting like this. It's like, what do I do next? And there is something else that is happening with him psychologically. It feels like to me the Republican Party, they can't, for some reason, they, whatever phrases they are using to keep him motivated and to staying where he is at, I don't feel it's working any longer. Or at least Trump doesn't feel comfortable with whatever they are saying to him and whatever he has to do to stay president. I don't feel it's working for him anymore. And and also there's a sense of desperation, I feel, when you touch with him and his family. It feels like they are all panicking, because if you listen to what Eric said, I believe it was Saturday or Sunday, it was Saturday, I believe, that the lady from the judge, I forget her name, I'm sure all of you know, from Fox, when he said that it was a Democratic hoax, closing down everything to prevent his father from holding rallies. That, to me, reeks of desperation. And it's not only him, the entire family. They are beginning to realize not only that, knowing that you may lose something, you worry about it, but now they are seeing the polls, and the polls are reflecting how people are feeling. Mostly seniors that are basically running away from Trump, and the polls are not good. So they are trying to do everything they can. And one more thing, I mean, they will say anything if you happen to believe it, good for them, so they don't care. The other thing I feel, intuitively, yesterday, Trump, or the day before yesterday, whenever the WHO was holding that international meeting, okay, it feels like to me, Trump did not go. It's not because he wanted to, in some ways, put them down. It feels like to me Trump knows how he is regarded internationally, how he's viewed. They don't think he's very bright. And it's not only the international community. Here at home, he's getting lambasted every day. Every time he says something, he can't win. I know a lot of people, the news media is building Trump as someone who's media savvy. In some ways, they're trying to build him as invincible. He's going to come back and punch harder than you punched him before. I think that's beginning to crumble. First of all, I feel the media is wrong building him to that level, and the guy is losing. Okay. I feel like saying Trump is having a hard time mentally keeping that facade. And that's why Sunday, when they asked him the question if he had anything to say about the remark that Obama made, he just said, basically he projected himself. It's because he didn't have the wherewithal, that psychological strength to stand up and defend himself because he knows it's true. And at this point, it feels like, to me, psychologically, the pressure is intense. He's having a hard time defending himself, and people around him, they know. If we notice lately, some of his lies are even easier to prove that they are lies as opposed to before. Not that we knew he was lying, but now they are saying things that his son said, okay, that are so obvious. And he's getting a lot of flack for it. They're not helping themselves. So I feel that's where we're going. Going forward, that's what they're going to continue to do. But I know I've said this before. I don't know how long Trump, emotionally, psychologically, is going to be able to take what's going on. I don't see it. So, and even Republicans, they are beginning to, I've said that before as well. I've been saying this for a couple of months. They are the ones behind the scenes that are supporting him, telling him not to go anywhere. But you know what, friends? They are beginning as well to have doubts about Trump. So, and the WHO stuff is just, he has no confidence to stand on the world stage and be an American president because basically, psychologically, I don't know how we're going to find out, but I'm sure we will. Basically, the guy is defeated. I don't feel anything else. There is nobody home, basically. I don't see it. So, I feel like saying, he's going to need help. And for him to come out and lie about hydrochloroquine, it's really, to me, the guy is really desperate. And as for Pompeo, we're going to find out everything that he's been doing behind the scenes. And as I'm saying this, I'm being shown like a fence. Trump basically also is running out of tricks. Barr came out yesterday, from what I understand. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. He made a statement to the fact that he's not going to allow the Justice Department to go after people for political reasons. Guess what? This is a line that's being drawn on the sand to tell Trump that's not going to happen. There's a limit. And Graham stating that he's not going to call Obama, but he will call people from the Obama administration. Those things as well, okay, they are letting Trump know there is a line they are not going to cross. Those actions are having psychological impacts on Trump. So it feels like to me, besides firing IGs, trying to distract, saying that he's taking that drug when he's not taking, he's lying about the drug. It's Trump way, he doesn't know what to do anymore. He's hitting the walls. And now even his Republican buddies and protectors like Barr are saying to him there are things there are lines, basically, they are not going to cross for him because he has no boundaries. He respects nothing. Whatever he has to do to win, he will do it. That's where I feel Trump is. And I feel like saying he's going to come out with he's going to make some more crazy statements. I don't feel he's going to stop as long as they keep propping him to stay there. But my friend, we're going to find out. The way I'm seeing Trump intuitively, he's not in a good place mentally. I know that some people are probably wondering, if he's going to start a war. I don't think so. I feel he's only going to damage himself and his family. That's what I feel. And somebody asked me a question. If Trump has, and his family, if they have stock in the company who made that stuff, from what I understand, they have. It may not be Trump directly, but family members. But at this point, or people he knows. But at this point, I don't see what good it's going to do Trump at all. The other thing I wanted to mention, and I said, Georgia governor, they're cooking the books, if you heard about that. The reason why I'm bringing that up is because I know you guys are aware of that, is to validate what I have been saying, that these people are cheating behind the scenes. They will do anything to stay in power. And whenever I say anything, I like to be able to validate. But to me, being caught red-handed, cooking the books about how many people died due to this thing that's going around, pretty much proved that I have been correct, saying these people are cheaters. And let me see. I heard Mnuchin testify this morning. Yes, the economy, obviously the economy is damaged. But he's saying that if we don't reopen soon, the economy is going to be damaged permanently. And intuitively speaking, I'm not an economist, but I don't feel so. And I've said that before. They don't want to do the right thing, it feels like to me. If they were to sit and think about how to move from where we were to maybe give us some time. Everyone, take the necessary time, whatever amount of time it takes. I'm not saying years, but at least do the right thing by everyone, protecting everyone. They could have done a better job than they are doing right now, trying to force people to go back to work. So they failed in every way possible. Intuitively, I don't feel the economy is going to be damaged permanently. I feel there are a lot of smart people behind the scenes. Like I said, and I've said that before. Yes, we're going to have to learn how to do business for the short term next year or two. Okay, we're going to have to do things differently. But I don't feel the economy is going to be damaged permanently. I don't feel it intuitively. So, and yes, the stock market is going to seesaw up and down, but I feel it's going to be okay. Okay, that's what I wanted to mention this morning. And Kemp from Georgia is not the only one cooking the books. The gentleman from Florida has been doing the same thing as well. But we will find out on time, because they're not going to be governors forever. Investigations are going to be done, and we're going to find out what happened. But somebody's saying something about Saudi. Yes, I heard about that. Debbie K saying Saudi Arabia bailed out the Kushner buying 666 Fifth Avenue. Yes, I mean, there's a lot going on behind the scenes that we are not aware of, that are going to come to the fore. We're going to find out no matter what. Okay, everyone, I am not going to be able to take questions today. I made a mistake. I'm going to have to correct it. So I will see you tomorrow, same time. I apologize. Today's only 15 minutes, but tomorrow I'll be back. They were supposed to do something in the apartment, and I forgot about it. Well, for some reason, I'm really distracted for some reason. Well, I know why, but it's supposed to be today, and I thought it was supposed to be last week. In any event, I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you for spending some time with me. Till tomorrow. Bye.